I hope by now you understand what authentication, layer 1 auth, and association really mean, because that's very, very important. Now I'm going to talk about some states of authentication and association. A dot 11 station, a dot 11 station can basically, it keeps two variables for tracking the authentication state and the association state. Okay, it keeps two variables for that. And the states are basically tracked as follows. So we have an authentication state, which can be tracked as unauthenticated, and the next state is authenticated, right? It's pretty common sense here. And association state can be unassociated or associated, right? Again, common sense. Now these two variables create three possible states for all the stations. Okay, now let's see how are the stations basically affected with this. Now state number one, a client, this is the initial state, by the way, initial state. Okay, now the client is going to be unauthenticated and unassociated, unauthenticated and unassociated, right? Nothing has happened, it's absolute initial state. Draw a line because that is separate. Now state number two, a client gets authenticated first, right? Layer 1 auth, a client is authenticated and unassociated. That is state number two. Or state number three, a client is authenticated and associated. Okay, there was a question in one of the CWN exams that I took. Okay, can a client be associated but unauthenticated? State number 4, is it possible? The answer is no. Authentication happens first, that's layer 1 auth happens first. Now if a client is not crossing layer 1 auth, how can it go past it? How can it go and associate, right? So there cannot be a state where a client is unauthenticated and associated just fine. This state is not possible. Okay, so don't let somebody fool you. Just remember this. These are the three states from the two variables that we discussed, and how these things can really happen. I hope this was useful, because a lot of confusion around these topics are there in the Wi-Fi world among people, and I hope I was able to clear it out for you, and hopefully you won't make a mistake of saying that authentication happens after association. I mean, it's right. I mean, layer 2 auth happens after association, but there's something called a layer 1 auth also that happens before association that you need to keep in mind, right? Okay, so we'll move on to the next chapter now. Thank you.